Welcome back to the news on Mr Tien channel. Dear viewers, today, we will take a walk through the British sky on a day with the gentle nuances of autumn, where the weak sunlight blends with white clouds. And the winds carrying the cold of early winter begin to knock on the door. After a series of turbulent days with rain, wind and gloomy weather, high pressure has finally returned, bringing a gentler and more stable rhythm across the archipelago. However, as usual, Britain is never completely peaceful, and this morning, the northwest regions continue to be the first to welcome the change. As the sun still shyly hides behind the mist, light rain begins to creep across the western sky of Scotland. From the highlands to the coast, the rain falls steadily, light but persistent, typical of the climate here. Northern Ireland shares a similar scene. The roads in Belfast begin to get wet. Mist drifts over the lake. The rain wasn't heavy, but it was enough to dampen the air, creating a distinct autumnal chill. Slowly, the band of rain moved southeast, bringing light drizzle across northern England, from Cumbria, Manchester to Yorkshire. And by mid-morning, the first drops of rain had also begun to reach Wales, leaving the air heavy, still and hazy. By midday, much of the UK was covered in a sea of white and pale grey clouds. Rare patches of clear sky emerged in some eastern areas, where a light breeze helped to part the clouds, letting in a weak ray of sunshine. However, unlike yesterday afternoon, the cloud cover was thicker today, meaning temperatures couldn't rise as high as they had before. But fortunately, the air is still quite pleasant, a kind of warm under the soft yellow sunshine, suitable for a leisurely walk along Hyde Park or a stroll along the breezy Thames. In the southeast of England, the highest temperature today can still reach 17 to 18 degrees Celsius, enough to feel the remaining warmth of autumn. The gentle breeze from the North Sea blows in, making the leaves rustle, bringing a fresh, pleasant feeling. By late afternoon, the morning rain begins to weaken significantly. From Scotland and Northern Ireland, the sky gradually becomes brighter. Thin clouds break up, revealing pale blue skies and a glimmer of sunlight at the end of the day. On the hills of the Scottish Highlands, the sunset shines through the clouds, creating beautiful scenes, a picture that only British nature can paint, wet, quiet but peaceful and profound. Meanwhile, the southern parts of England and Wales are still experiencing scattered showers, mostly light drizzle. But these showers are not heavy, just a misty mist, making everything seem immersed in the silver tones typical of British autumn skies. As the night falls, it is worth noting that the skies in the north are clearing. There are no longer thick clouds. The wind is gradually decreasing, and temperatures are starting to drop sharply. In the Scottish Highlands and parts of northern England, a light frost may appear. Temperatures drop to near 0 degrees Celsius, especially in valleys or windless plains. Many people may wake up tomorrow morning to a view of the grass covered in sparkling white frost, a sign that winter is very close. In contrast, the south of England and Wales is still cloudy, and this keeps temperatures warmer, around 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, although it still feels a bit damp and heavy. Despite the high pressure, the west of Scotland will not be safe for long. The winds from the Atlantic are starting to pick up again, bringing cold, damp air and some fresh showers. Areas such as Stornoway, Oban, or the Isle of Skye will feel the change. Rain may fall in short but intense bursts, interspersed with quick dry spells. A typical Scottish weather picture, changing in minutes. For fishermen and beachgoers, this is a time to be more cautious, as strong winds can cause slightly rough seas, with waves reaching 2 to 3 meters high off the northwest coast. Tomorrow, the weather picture will be quite different. Southern England, still cloudy and occasional light rain. A weak frontal system is moving slowly south, making the sky somewhat overcast throughout the day. However, there will be little rain, just enough to wet the streets and make the air damp. Northern and western England, much nicer weather. Clear skies, light sunshine, dry. This will be an ideal day for those who love exploring nature, hiking or outdoor travel. In areas like Glasgow, Inverness or Aberdeen, blue skies and sunshine stretch across the hillsides. Temperatures remain at 17 to 18 degrees Celsius, just warm enough to be comfortable in a light jacket. In contrast, in the south, although it will be overcast, windy and not very cold, the rare sunshine will also help to soften the gloomy atmosphere. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, high pressure will continue to dominate the UK weather. Most areas will remain dry and settled, with chilly mornings and pleasant days. Across the UK, you can expect a calmer week, no more torrential rain, no more gusty winds, but instead long, calm autumn days. However, there will be exceptions in the northwest, where the Atlantic influence will still bring occasional light rain or strong winds. But overall, these will be short bursts, not enough to disrupt the dry conditions prevailing across the rest of the country. This is a typical British autumn weather pattern, not too cold, not too hot, rainy, but gentle, sunshine, but hidden behind cloud cover. All of this combines to create a quiet, peaceful atmosphere, perfect for an afternoon stroll, a hot cup of tea by the window, or simply listening to the rain tapping on an old roof. Londoners can clearly feel the change of seasons. The trees along Kensington Park are starting to lose their yellow leaves. Mist covers the surface of the Thames, and street lights come on earlier than usual, a sign that winter is gradually approaching. In short, in the coming days, most of the UK will experience dry, cloudy and sometimes sunny weather. Light rain and drizzle will only appear scattered in the north and northwest. Average temperatures remain at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius, cool and pleasant. Light winds, high pressure prevail, and there are no signs of storms or strong winds in the next few days. So if you're planning on hiking, climbing, or just enjoying the autumn outdoors, this week is the perfect time. In the midst of a turbulent year, peaceful days like this are a precious gift. No more rain falling all night. No more wind whistling through the roof. Just the sound of early morning birds, weak sunlight reflecting through the glass windows, and the cool breeze of autumn England. Although the sky is still gray, sometimes that silence brings its own beauty, a quiet, proud, and very British kind of beauty. Wishing you a relaxing, gentle week, and fully enjoying every moment of autumn in England. Don't forget, after the clouds comes sunshine, and after rainy days come warm, quiet afternoons like today. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. Share the video to everyone to support me. Thanks.